Camera work is a huge component of any major film. Ultimately, it can control the overall impact of the film. Even subconsciously, it controls the audience. It forces perspective, includes emotions, and tells a story. Among the many different types of camera usage, the handheld shot is a form like no other. It is emotionally compelling as the movement of the camera is dependent on the scene. It forces you to feel the particular emotion the director intended because it encapsulates you within the film. Prospectively, it can make you feel as though you are in the film, whether that be as a bystander, the cameraman, or the character themselves. Each emotion is not only captured on camera, but also displayed within the movements of the camera. Handheld shots force you into the action by placing you directly into it. Filmmakers use this technique to give their films a more personalized feeling. You feel what the character feels because you are essentially placed within the same situation. 4 films that use the handheld approach are The Blair Witch Project, Jackass the Movie, 127 Hours, and Hardcore Henry. Each one of these films uses the handheld approach, but each use it a bit differently. However, the one thing they all have in common is that they all include the audience. The Blair Witch Project is a 1999 horror film that ultimately started the trend of handheld camera usage in feature film cinema. The film was a huge success, largely in part to its camera usage. It was something that nobody had ever experienced before. It brought in the audience and captured the character's raw emotion. Without the use of handheld shots, it would be just another horror film, but using the handheld approach, the audience was placed into the film. Using handheld shots in horror works really well because the audience experiences the same emotions as the characters do. Jackass the Movie was filmed in 2002. It was originally a low-budget project started by a couple of friends trying to make a little extra money. However, once the viewership began to grow, they were recognized by a major production label. After signing with them, they decided to upgrade their production quality. Although the quality of the films increased, they still stuck with the handheld roots to keep the film as personable as possible. This gives the film a home movie feel, which made them more relatable to the audience, and made the videos feel more nostalgic. "127 Hours" is a film based on true events that follows a man exploring canyons when he is trapped in a cove by a large boulder. He uses handheld cameras to capture his experiences, and once he is trapped, he uses them to maintain his sanity. By keeping the film in the same format, it kept true to the real-life emotion and brought the audience along for the ride. Hardcore Henry is a 2015 action film, and it was the very first of its kind. Much like the Blair Witch Project, it brought something new to the cinematic table. This was the first ever POV film, as the entire film is seen through the eyes of the main character. This allows the audience members to truly be in the shoes of the main character, as they are essentially now the character. This takes the personalized feel to a whole new level. Handheld shots have been used in cinema for years at this point, but never quite like this. Overall, handheld shots are a great and useful way to not only capture emotion, but to also produce it. It allows the audience to feel stronger emotions and become more involved within the film. For some, the approach may require certain taste and may not be for everyone. However, when used efficiently and correctly, handheld shots can add new layers of depth to a film. They make the film more personable and allow for more interaction between the character and the viewer. Thank you.